This is how to actually get copywriting clients that pay you $5,000 per month. It's called the outreach triangle. And I'm going to show you exactly why you're not getting clients right now using this triangle. But before that, let's reveal the biggest problem you have right now when it comes to landing clients. And it's actually the last component on our triangle. Because without it, it doesn't matter how many clients you land, you'll never be able to keep them. And keeping them is where the real money is made. Now, if you scroll on YouTube, all the copywriting videos you'll see are about how to make money and how to get clients, even like this one. And that's great. It's great to make money, but it's completely useless to you if you don't know how to deliver a quality product. So why do I say this? Well, it's because if you look at my channel, to be honest, it's all about getting clients. And the secret that none of these other copywriting YouTubers will tell you is that we make those videos because they get the most views. You see, the average beginner who wants to make money with copywriting only cares about the making money part, not the copywriting part. It was the same for me when I started. And ironically, this is what actually stops you from making money. See, understanding copywriting is just about understanding how humans think. A good copywriter is a good salesman, and a good salesman never struggles to make money. So how do you become a good copywriter and solve step 1 on our outreach triangle? Well, you start by buying my course. No, I'm only messing, Jesus Christ. I do have a great paid program with loads of training and coaching and student results, but I also have hours upon hours of free training here on YouTube. So you should go through that free content, go through all the copywriting books and email lists that you can read. You'll start to actually understand what copywriting is really about. Then, once you've started really deep diving into this, it's time to put pen to paper. Getting good at copywriting is honestly not difficult at all. It's just about learning a lot and putting the reps in. Now, earlier I talked about a system that I like to use that would help copywriters like you make money. And that system is known as the traffic light system. So if you've never written a piece of copy before, you'll be classed as a red or a bad copywriter. Now, if you have started writing and you've done at least 30 pieces of copy with a lot of research put into them and you've actually gotten feedback on your work, like you get in my paid community, you'll move up to an alright copywriter. Then it becomes a lot easier to progress to being a great copywriter where you can print cash on demand and travel the world while you do it, like me. So that's part 1 of the triangle, but I'm afraid to say that if you only understand that last part and you're not good at the other 2 parts, you ain't gonna get any clients, my friend. Before I started making money online, I used to work for my dad's butcher shop for most of my life. The work was really hard and I was like 10 years old when I started, but I learned a ton of lessons from it. And one thing that I learned that's really important and applies to you getting copywriting clients was making sure the front of the shop looks nice. See, most copywriters don't have a clue how to present themselves nicely to business owners, and it shows. They'll make these really basic Instagram pages that immediately show that you're not a high-level copywriter. Because any good business knows it took you 5 minutes to make that profile. Now, when I worked for my dad, he used to always make sure that I made the fruit and veg look really presentable. And every single time I finished the job, he'd come and look at my work to see that I'd done a half-assed attempt at it. He would always make me redo it and only let me finish when the entire shop front looked presentable to customers. This was because he knew that customers would see the shop front and immediately make a judgment on the quality of his products. So this is the exact same thing for you. A business owner that pays you thousands of dollars will expect you to work very hard and generate results for the money that he's paying you. So when you get in front of them, you need to make it very, very clear that you work very hard on things, aka not having a crappy Instagram page. Instead, do something simple like get some AI headshots generated for a couple of dollars. If you're sending out emails, buy a professional email domain. Doing these will ensure that the business owner will actually respond to you and give you the time of day. Now, once you've actually practiced as a copywriter and you've made your storefront look good, you need to carry that high quality approach over to your outreach. So how do you pull this off? Do you want to see me drive this thing? Right, after I make this point, I promise I'll show you. Now, one of my biggest clients is a guy I met recently in Dubai called Ted. Ted runs a B2B company, and last year Ted needed a sales rep. Now, Ted had no idea who I was, but I knew that I could get Ted a sales rep from my paid coaching community in exchange for money. I wanted to land him as a client. The problem is, because he didn't know who I was, he had no reason to trust me at all. So how did I get around this? Flies, go away. Fuck off. That's all caught on camera. Me attacking a fly. I'm innocent. I decided I was going to take a look at Ted's social media profiles and see if there was any weak points that I could spot. If I could find a problem that was causing Ted pain, I could swoop in and solve that problem for free, thus allowing me to have a conversation with him where I could actually pitch him on paid services. So what I did was I spent 20 whole minutes dissecting his entire YouTube channel and giving him tips on how he could improve it. Ted saw that effort I put in and immediately reached out to me. He was so impressed by the level of effort I had put in and saw that I had actual skills I could help him with, and so I ended up closing Ted and making him over $200,000 that year. The things I do for you people. Right, let's go, baby. I highly recommend you join my coaching program, so you can use this approach to your own outreach going forward. But before you do that, you need to make sure that you're not in a niche saturated by other copywriters. So if you want to avoid all of the horrible mistakes I made as a beginner and actually skip to the making money part, here's exactly what I would do now if I was starting copywriting today.